destination, support report schedule, and allow uploading, filtering, searching of logs files. Free version comes with a week worth of storage. Additional storage capabilities are licensed are available. Yes, of course. So there is also, if you want to store in the cloud, more reports if you want to store in cloud, then you have to go with the license. Otherwise, there is free. So yes, there is with the FortiGate, how reporting is done, detailed reporting done with the FortiGate. So it is limited unboxing. So FortiGate unboxing report is limited to 40 view. You have to purchase maybe license also or the appliance also, which offer basic reporting of network traffic based on source, destination, and the session, etc. Also just for 7 days. Centralized reporting is we have to use Forti Analyzer again sold separately. So Forti Analyzer is separate log, syslog server, and analyze tool. Okay, that is sold separately again. Separate hardware. Forti Analyzer again comes in different appliance sizes. It can also run on VM. Centralized reporting, FortiGate Cloud in comparison to Sophos Central. FortiGate Cloud lacks for following capabilities. Still, it lacks in feature like customizing the report or customized log retention. Kitna log store रहेगा are available within the paid version. Okay, log search and filter are not available on the FortiGate. You can search the logs and filter them as per record. So complete visibility of your network is done with the software. So you can ask how much it will cost you for detailed reporting and correction of the report, correlation of the report. And here in the software, you can just go to the traffic dashboard and security dashboard. It will help you to drill down a lot of log viewer from any page of the Sophos firewall from the GUI. All right, so yes, of course, we will see now how Sophos synchronous security does with Sophos and FortiGate again. So communication between the communication between the network firewall and endpoints. So how Sophos does, security heartbeat connects Sophos next generation firewall clients to Sophos firewall. यानी आपका जो Sophos के endpoints है, yes, of course, as I discussed, it will communicate with Sophos firewall, creating a channel for real-time information sharing between products. Customer can have use both the product again. So this is not the nodes, okay? This is the difference why you should use Sophos firewall and its product, all right, as compared to FortiGate. So suspicious traffic endpoints with indicators of advanced threat are immediately identified and blocked. So if there is a suspicious traffic, endpoints have different color indicator, yellow, okay, red, green. So as per that, it identify the advanced threat and it will block immediately. Okay, compromised system info, clear identification of compromised system with the computer name, user and the file path. ओके तो पूरा जो भी कंप्रोमाइज हुआ है सिस्टम उसकी पूरी डिटेल मिलेगी ओके विद द यस ऑफ कोर्स द सिस्टम नेम द यूजर हु इज यूजिंग ओके विद द फाइल path that are got affected. Okay, automatic isolation and remediation. Automatic, the endpoint will means do the recovery process. It will scan, it will rejoin the endpoint for the recovery. So you don't have to worry about. You will see the logs and reports for the same. So isolation of unverified endpoints, those traffic blocking to destination machine that do not have active security heartbeat or lack minimum requirement heartbeat synchronization. All right, so those endpoints who are actually not verified, okay, that will get blocked for the destination connection, okay, if they lacks in the security heartbeats. So we'll see how security heartbeat actually works with the Sophos firewall in the upcoming classes. So identify, classify and control unknown application that does not have signature or use generic HTTP or HTTPS connection. तो ऐसी applications भी है yes of course जो HTTP और HTTPS protocols use नहीं करती है दूसरे protocols use करती है दूसरे port number use करती है तो वो जो synchronous security है okay with the help of endpoint it identifies those application we can classify those application on the firewall and we can control unknown application with the synchronized security. So it will help you to get the visibility of such application through SAR, okay, security audit reports for the lateral movement. If let's say, for example, if one, yes, of course, the one system is got affected, the virus will not spread or any type of advanced threat will not spread due to lateral movement protection. So automatically protect endpoint from communicating with potential compromised endpoint with the red heartbeat. Also enable each endpoint to isolate to respond any type of attack regardless to any type of network topology. So it will protect your any type of network, all right, uh, with the help of synchronous security feature. How so FortiGate does it? It does with the security fabric. Okay, so yes, FortiGate claims to offer an identify security solution with security fabric. So it involves a FortiGate firewall, Forti client, and Forti analyzer. So also to get the visibility of compromised host and IOC service on FortiGate analyzer is required. So you need to buy again a security rating license to audit the security posture of the organization. So communication between the network firewall endpoint is not that good as compared to Sophos. So you can configure FortiGate to send telemetry data to FortiGate, which require an additional license called FortiGate Endpoints Telemetry and Compliance. So if endpoint security is enabled from FortiGate security policies, they then only non-compliant endpoint, that is endpoint with no means out of date 40 client install will be denied the access. However, in compromise to synchronize security, it still lacks. So continuous heartbeat exchange between the what is the health of the health of the endpoint is still unknown. So no synchronized app control. FortiCase does not offer any synchronized app control. All right, it will not give the information that application that are installed in the user system. So lateral movement protection in case of compromised host, various action like access layer, quarantine 40 client via ENS or IP band to block traffic from such source address can be configured. However, it involves manual intervention, okay, of a IOC service license. But yeah, so in Sophos, you don't have to do many manual in intervention, but in of course, in case of lateral movement, FortiGate requires the lateral manual intervention as well as IOC service license. So it enable communication between the network and the firewall. That is the advantage of synchronized security. So you should ask how confident you are that you do not currently have infected device silently lurking within your network. All right, so you can see on the Sophos, once you deploy Sophos firewall and Sophos endpoint and enable security heartbeat, you will able to see user device inside wizard on the central control. So in that part, user and device inside, वहां पे आपको दिखेगा कौन कौन से सिस्टम हेल्दी है या फिर कॉम्प्रोमाइज है या फिर उसको रेमिडिएट किया कर दिया गया है सीधा आपको वहां से ही मिल जाएगा ओके सो यस ऑफ कोर्स if anyone is still using, suppose if there is a misconfiguration, you still have some infection in your network, okay, silently residing into your network, taking all your data. So branch office protection, how Sophos does it, how FortiGate does it. Okay, so there is a SD-RED, okay, dedicated hardware, okay, again, connecting your remote location with minimal configuration. You have to just plug and play if you want to connect your small branch office. So simply connect SD-RED device to the internet and the remote office to secure connection will be established. Okay, no technical expertise required on site. Okay, so remember, most business do not have technical staff in the remote office. So in that case, Red would be best appliance to connect your small office, okay, with your head office. Site-to-site VPN, site-to-site VPN needs to be configured manually between two FortiGate firewall. These are more expensive and require technical skills on site. Okay, FortiGate offer remote access point and switches. However, those must be configured manually and they are not straightforward to set off SD-RAD. ओके तो सोफोस में साइड टू साइड में तो ऑलरेडी इसमें मैनुअली कॉन्फ़िगर करना पड़ता है ऑलराइट यू शुड बी अवेयर अबाउट द IPsec VPN एंड इट्स वर्किंग द टेक्नोलॉजी और इसमें कोई टेम्पलेट नहीं होते सोफोस में प्री कॉन्फ़िगर होता है जस्ट आपको IP एड्रेस डालना है ओके फ्यू डेफिनेशन एंड योर टर्नल विल गेट अप Okay, so I thought we got disconnected. Sorry, guys. Okay, so yes, of course. So 40. Okay, let me see. I can share my screen. I hope you can see my screen, guys.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
So now, yes, of course, in Sophos, you don't have to worry about to establish the tunnel. So it means to connect your head office and branch office manually. You don't have much. You don't need extra configuration knowledge. Simply, you have to use your predefined template, and the tunnel will get up. In the FortiGate, of course, you have to configure phase one, phase two. You have to put gateway and so on. So FortiGate offer remote access with the remote access. Yes, of course, you have to configure it manually. With the FortiGate Sophos, it can be configured with the predefined templates. Okay, so yes, effortless. There is no effort by connecting your head office and your branch offices. So you can ask, how do you currently connect your remote branch offices? Okay, how your branch offices are connected to your head offices? Are they secure? So do you want to make sure that these are secure as the head office? And what technical resource do you have available on site to manage these securities? Right, that would be branch. So choice of factors. After this, let's jump into the lab part. I will show you the existing configuration. So suppose how choice of factor can be Sophos and FortiGate. So yes, of course, Sophos is available on hardware appliances, on premises appliance with FlexiPort and bypass modules. Okay, so those who are not aware about hardware part, no worries. We will discuss. There is a module. Okay, there is a part where we will discuss the hardware appliances that Sophos provided. जैसे FortiGate provide करता है, वैसे Sophos भी provide करता है. Okay, so it has software appliance as well. So customer can save money buying existing hardware. Okay, if they want to just uh, pricing का issue है तो software appliance and they can customize to their specific requirement. Okay, virtual appliances are also available, same as FortiGate. So implementation of existing in the virtual environment. So there is a cloud appliance you can deploy Sophos Firewall in your cloud to protect your internal resources. All right, currently they are available on Azure and AWS. FortiGate hardwares, due to their reliance on the key, that is the custom circuit. They have custom hardware. Okay, customer must use the proprietary hardware. Okay, so appliance for FortiGate for is all. Okay, so you can install Sophos in on your customized hardware also, but with FortiGate you cannot install it. So yeah, I'll come to your question in a moment. So there is no software option available. Standard hardware cannot be used. The virtual appliance for T-Gate also provide virtual version of their appliances for VMware environment. However, it removes any hardware acceleration for physical appliance making. Okay, so we will talk about what is hardware acceleration. All right, how FortiGate and Sophos, how we will work with the Sophos, that will be in the upcoming classes. So cloud appliance, that is AWS, Azure, OpenStack, is GPC, Alibaba, and other. For some time, FortiGate has been investing heavily in cloud, but currently some of the Forti solutions include FortiGate Firewall are available in AWS, Azure, OpenStack, is Google Cloud Platform, and Alibaba Cloud also. Okay, same thing is also available in Sophos also now. So we can say it is flexible deployment. You don't have to mandatory purchase the hardware appliances that provide by Sophos. But yes, of course, we will discuss when they are required, okay, as compared to FortiGate. So you should ask what could be your ideal way of implementing network security, how your security solution does ensure cloud-based security. Are you sure about the capability of your security vendor in securing today's borderless infrastructure? Okay, now we will see advanced threat. Let's say what is how Sophos and FortiGate does. So advanced threat protection. Sophos advanced threat protection provides an additional layer of security with the following features. Yeah, I'm taking questions. You can see it's not visible. Sandeep, are you okay? Let me check my screen. I have shared my screen actually. I hope rest of the guys are able to see my screen.
Yeah, it's visible, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Sandeep, just do one thing, just reconnect. You might be able to see. Okay, so yes, of course. Sophos Advanced Threat Protection, we will talk about what is how Sophos will give you the extra layer of security. So it will detect and block the command and control communication. Okay, so we will discuss about this C2C servers, how we can block it, and identify compromised machines. Okay, block botnet, call home traffic, and advanced malware analysis, script emulation with selective cloud sandboxing. Okay, so security heartbeat enables the firewall and the endpoint to exchange the health and the intelligence information over security heartbeat. It will share all the information to the firewall. Okay, and with the Sandstorm, Sophos next gen cloud sandbox with additional layer of artificial intelligence protection. So it will all the suspicious file are checked against the Sophos lab massive threat intelligence data, which has the massive threat intelligence database and subjected to Sophos industry-leading deep learning in parallel to full sandbox analysis. Okay, so Sophos endpoint solution Intercept X. Okay, so the name of the antivirus that Sophos provided, the name is Intercept X. Okay, and EDR. Okay, used for same technology to detect unseen malware. So there would be a threat meter. Okay, so traffic, there is a traffic light style, red, yellow, and green indication to analyze after scanning the antivirus scanning, threat intelligence and analyzing, and sandboxing. So it will be highlighted with the colors. So it provides an in-depth view of the verdict and breakdown of the file, features, and attribute. So this include the illustration analysis by multiple machine learning models and detail and screenshot of the behavior seen during the sandstorm analysis. तो जो FortiGate करता है वो Sophos तो करेगा ही, okay. So we'll see if there is a drawback still with the FortiGate. So FortiGate ATP feature consists of AV engine on box that is called sandboxing, botnet database, web filter, sandboxing available for as a hardware and cloud-based services. Yes, these are also integrated with Firewall. So 40 sandbox appliance is expensive solution, mainly targeted at the large enterprise that can afford it. Okay, only that only I can understand that FortiGate only if there is a small scale business that want to get protected. Okay, even a medium scale they can't implement the sandbox. Okay, because it is very expensive solution. So Sandbox Cloud is available either as a free service or subscription-based service, but the free service has limited features and has restriction on number of file submissions per day and long log retention period. So the paid version cannot be used without joining FortiGate to security fabric, okay, which requires Forti Analyzer as well. Though a cloud-based instance of Forti Analyzer included in top 360 protection licensing bundle, but there is no other. So thus, Forti Sandbox Cloud is theoretical include in every bundle. It is only usable if the customer buys 360 or lesser bundle plus FortiGate Advisor. ओके तो इसमें सोफोस में नहीं है ऐसा कुछ सब एक ही लाइसेंस में आपको सब कुछ अवेलेबल रहेगा however it does not have capabilities like deep learning okay and additional static analysis so limited file analysis visibilities 40 gets 40 sandbox does not show file analyze details on firewall GUI. You need to log into either 40 sandbox or 40 get cloud to get the details. So 40 sandbox cloud shows details like file name, source, destination, hash, okay, and so on. So manage, I have just uploaded the previous video. I hope everyone has seen that 3 videos and networking's channel, okay, where I have shown this everything already pre-configured, the information which are popping up and so on. We'll see that. So sandboxing is deep learning. Okay. So you can ask, does your choice of sandbox have the power of deep learning? All right. So in short, it will scan the files that are being downloaded and the behavior of that file. It will give much more detail. Okay, when it is getting downloaded in your environment. Central management, yes, of course, Central, a cloud-based service for customers and partners. Okay, so single plane of glass management manages Sophos firewalls, Intercept X, endpoints, web, mobile servers, wireless APs, okay, encryption, decryption, email protection in a single console. Okay, so full access to firewall UI. So for Center offers secure access to your firewall local management UI and enable experience. So it offers features like zero-day provisioning, okay, firewall group management configuration, synchronization, backups, firmware upgradation, and reporting. All right, so no additional cost. Sophos Central is included with Sophos Firewall running with 18 version and newer version. It does not require separate license and subscription to manage your firewalls, okay, storing your backup. Okay, but yes, of course, in case of reports, if you want to store more reports, we will talk about the pricing and this the amount that we have to purchase. Okay, the file size. We will see that in later. ऑलराइट सो यस ऑफ कोर्स सोफोस फाइवर में क्या है हमारे पास सोफोस सेंट्रल में सब कुछ हम सेंट्रली मैनेज करेंगे फाइवल से लेके एंड पॉइंट्स ओके वायरलेस एपीज सब कुछ ओके वो फ्री एंड इट इज फ्री with the 40 manager okay we have 40 manager sold separately there is no free version of 40 manager okay on the VM hardware appliances are available for there are 6 hardware appliances software appliances there is no software appliance option for managing the firewall. FortiGate Cloud available as subscription-based service for centralized reporting and management. Uh, yeah, I will explain unboxing in much more detail. This is not notes actually. Okay, this is only difference between the Sophos and the FortiGate products. So we'll look into what is Sandstorm technology in firewall in much more detail. Okay, share no worries. We'll see. So, however, it does not have, yes, of course, FortiGate Cloud. So it is available on subscription again and a service for centralizing report and management of FortiGate, Forti Wi-Fi, Forti APs and management. You don't have to purchase license in Sophos actually for FortiGate firewall, APs and reporting. However, it does not have some management capabilities like applies group management, aggregated reporting. It also lacks in many configuration options. Okay, that are otherwise are on a plane. So in the Sophos Central, yes, of course you can group the firewall. Let's say for example, okay, there is India. Okay, you have installed the firewall. In other countries, you can group that firewall, and if you want to push some configuration, you can push the configuration at once. Okay, from the Sophos Central. You don't have to open each and every firewall. Okay, and configure the same rule, same policy, and so on. We will see that also. So in comparison to Sophos Central, so FortiGate Cloud has the following disadvantage. So firewall configuration management is available with paid version only. Okay. The free version allows config management only 3 times. Okay. So with Sophos, it's free. So management of Sophos group is available within multi-tenancy license, which is designed for MSSPs only. Okay. And FortiGate zero-day provision solution, FortiGate deploy is not free. It requires separate license. Okay. So free central management for smaller deployment, cost-effective cloud-based central management. So do you have 5 or fewer appliances? How much do you pay to manage them from the central control? Ask yourself, okay, and see how much is costing currently and in upcoming if the company is growing. So you can point out there is no hidden cost, okay? There is okay, you can point out there is hidden cost with the FortiGate Cloud. Storage, there is built-in storage by default in the Sophos appliances. Higher-end model Sophos will come with the built-in hard disk drive for storage. Okay, जितना बड़ा appliance होगा, the bigger the appliance, the bigger the storage. Okay, typically 240 GB or more. This is used for logging, okay, storing your reports, files, email quarantine, among other things. With the FortiGate, not at all 40 appliance come with the hard disk. Okay, hard disk drivers. This means features like reporting are not possible on those devices. Or currently models are flash-based or SSD-based drivers. Okay, email quarantine is not possible on this appliance. So how Sophos win? Yes, there is a built-in storage. So you should ask how much it cost to store the logs and reports. Okay, on your external storage. There is a user portal. Last, we will discuss this, and then I will go to the labs. Okay, so it reduces the burden of the IT by allowing users to manage themselves. यहाँ पे users ही manage करेंगे through user portal. So what they will manage? They will manage their email quarantine. Okay, if they find the mail is genuine, they will release. Okay, and they take the action accordingly. Install and set up authentication client as per the operating system. Okay, so whatever operating system they are using, Windows or Mac, they can set up the client for authentication purposes. Okay, whether it is VPN or whether it is getting the internet. Okay, we will see that. Yes, of course, as I said, install and set up remote VPN client. HTTP. Okay, so we'll see that. Resetting their password. Yes, of course. And import proxy certificate, track their internet usage without bothering the administrator. They can check the internet usage, okay, under user portal. Admin can also manage Wi-Fi hotspot vouchers. So we'll discuss about what are hotspot vouchers. Okay, we create those vouchers. Means we will give some amount of data and validity, okay, to the users to get the internet access. While FortiGate provides a user portal, it lacks in administrative functionality like password reset and email quarantine management. Okay, user cannot reset the password. So, self-service security management for all the users. So you can ask what it would be you if the user would manage their remote access, email, password reset, okay, without contacting the IT. All right, so this would be the comparison between the FortiGate and the Sophos firewall, okay, till now. Now, if you look into the, okay, so currently this is a very small setup, just we are protecting one system. Okay, we will be doing, I will be providing you labs that you have to perform. Let me show you those lab again. Okay, meanwhile, I'm just opening that labs. It seems that internet is not working. Let me just reconnect. Okay, I think we are connected back. Okay, so we will be performing the labs. Okay, so this would be your, I will share this lab settings. तो ये आपको सबको कॉन्फ़िगर करना है. पहले मैं कॉन्फ़िगर कर दूंगा from scratch. You have to perform the same step in each and every lab, and you have to show me. All right, each and every, I will ask you everything. I will see everything so that you can understand the firewall. All right. So you will configure the head office. Okay, it is connected to switch. Okay, we will also connect another cable. We will provide lag configuration. Okay, this is the AD server. You should know how to put each and every system in the domain. Okay, सबको domain में आना चाहिए. Just put the domain. We will do the authentication later on. So first would be this. Also, we will do a lot of other configuration. We will apply different application filter policy, web filter policy in different user group. Okay, and also in the particular user. We will connect the head office and branch. I'm so sorry. I thought we had got disconnected. Let me share the screen. All right. So let me. So we will be in this office too. We'll be connecting the head office and the branch office with the IPsec. Okay, and we will see what are different type of VPNs are available. The tunnel mode and the policy mode. We will configure Office 3 where there we have high availability. Okay, and we'll see the working if one firewall fails, another will take over in this lab. Okay, and the last. Okay, we'll see this later on. So let me just quickly jump to the firewall. I want that uh, I don't know, due to some reasons, my application is getting crashed. Okay, so what I will do, let me just take the questions. Okay, and today I will just walk through the default settings of the firewall. Okay, and the packet capture, if it is allowed. Okay, I think there is some issue here. Okay, no worries. What I will do, let me just start taking the questions, guys. Hello, guys. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think there is issue with. Let me just wait for a while. Meanwhile, let me take all the doubts and queries. Okay, you can ask me. Please go ahead.
सर जैसे आपने कल बताया था कि मेरी ये दूसरे लोकेशन पर अगर 40 गेट है और एक पे मेरी सोफोज है, तो उसके बीच में मैं अगर दोनों में कम्युनिकेशन कराना चाहता हूँ, वो पोर्ट फॉरवर्डिंग या एस डी नेट और डी नेट, या फिर तीसरा ऑप्शन बता रहे थे ना कि मैं एक और होता है टनल बनाने वाला, वो ऑप्शन बताएंगे क्या होता है?
Hello. Sorry, we got disconnected. Yeah, who's there?
मैं ये कह रहा था सर, जो आप बता रहे थे ना कि एस नेट और डी नेट और एक पोर्ट फॉरवर्डिंग होता है, अगर मेरे को दो अलग अलग ऑफिस है, एक मुंबई ऑफिस है एक नोएडा ऑफिस है, उसके बीच में मुझे अगर कुछ कम्युनिकेशन करना है, कोई वीडियो भेजना है या तो आपस में बात करना, तो एक और तीसरा ऑप्शन बता रहे थे ना आप, टनल वाला शायद।
The SD red, right?
जी।
You can connect your the branch offices. There are multiple ways. If you're talking about the VPN, then the IPsec VPN is there. If you anyhow the application is getting crashed. Okay, so please bear with me. Okay, yeah. So yes, of course.